Welcome to my channel, Life Speaking Food. Good food for every soul and a word for every heart. Hey, it's Chef Dolores today. Guess what we're doing today? We are going to make cream cheese buttermilk biscuits. That's right, we're doing baking today. It's very simple, it's not complicated. So you guys get in the kitchen with me and let's go make some biscuits. Y'all ready? Let's go. Guys, these are the ingredients for the buttermilk cream cheese biscuits. So this is my 3 cups of pre-shifted flour, frozen butter, frozen cream cheese, buttermilk, baking powder, salt, sugar, and we have some extra flour, so when we get it out of the processor, we'll be able to put it out and bring it together. How about that? All right, let's get started. Okay, so here we go, you guys. We're going to put all of the flour in here. It's a real simple recipe. It's not complicated. Have our sugar. Have our salt. And we have our butter. It's frozen butter, you guys. So let's get that in there. You see how I cut them up in chunks? It's important. We're trying to get a milly look, and that is the cream cheese there. That is all important. Look like we got a little bit more baking soda, so let's make sure we get all that in there. Okay, you guys, let's get this all covered up. We're gonna add the buttermilk in a bit. So remember, we're trying to get like a milly texture there. Oh yes. They're there. I can feel those pieces, but they are real small. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're going to slowly add the buttermilk in here. All right, and we're gonna put it right through here. Very important. Slowly, slowly, slowly. You guys see how I'm pulsing it now? This pulses till it comes together. That is it. Show you guys what it looks like. See that? So it looks a little dry, but it isn't. It's gonna be fine, no worries. So let's move this out the way. And we are going to dump this right here, but we're gonna put a little flour down there. Now I'm not gonna do a lot of manipulating of this once I get it on here. I'm pretty much gonna bring it together, get the form and shape that I want, and we'll go from there. So let's get all that out of there. Now, to me, this is the simple way. Why? Because I don't have to worry about bringing it together any other way and possibly over mixing it. And it's quicker. But you have to be careful because you can over mix. So if you guys seen how I was pulsating it, and that is it. I'm not going to do too much movement with this. I'm just going to kind of flatten it out to how much I want. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut these in squares, you guys. Just in squares. And I'm not, some people will use a rolling pin. I'm not using that either. I'm not using that. And depending on how many biscuits do you want, you can do a half a dozen or you can do a dozen. And you know, if you do a dozen, it's going to be smaller. Okay? And once we get these all cut up, because I am doing squares. That's right. I'm not doing any circles. Doing squares. I sound like a little kid. I'm not doing any circles. See how simple that was? All you need is a food processor. You guys could do it too. You can do it. Don't say that's too hard, or you rather just go to the store and buy some biscuits or go to Biscuitville or whatever. And you know what? If that's what you want to do, that's fine too. Okay, you guys, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to cut these up into squares and we're going to get these onto our baking sheet. Okay, so stay tuned. You guys, so you see they're on the sheet pan. I want to show you guys. So see, these are really simple to make. So what we're going to do now, we're going to brush these with some buttermilk. So let's talk a little bit about the buttermilk. You can use almond milk. For 1 cup of milk, you're going to use a tablespoon of lemon juice, or you can use some clear vinegar. One or the other. And you let it sit for 30 minutes and that will be your buttermilk. You can use a whole milk or you can use the almond milk. So, same technique as far as cream cheese. They do have vegan cream cheese. And they do have vegan butter. You guys know that. What I would do to give it more of the yellow look if it's vegan, because the butter doesn't do that when it cooks, just a little bit, I would just put a little sprinkle of the nutritional yeast in there for all the vegans out there. This could be made either way. And if you want to do this also for people who are gluten intolerant, you're just going to replace the flour with almond baking flour. And that will be more. So this calls for like 3 cups of all-purpose flour. So you're going to have to either double that or close to double that. But make sure you read the instructions when it comes to converting from almond flour. Because the recipe, you can be making just a basic recipe and it says 1 cup of flour. You might want to double that if you use an almond flour. So just pay attention to the recipe. So you guys, we have these all ready to go into the oven. They're going to cook for about 12 to 15 minutes on 400 degrees in the middle rack. So let's get these in the oven. Let's see how this turns out. Cream cheese, buttermilk, biscuits. Let's go. Okay, they are out the oven. So we're going to brush them now with some butter. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna pour that over there. Get that on there quick. Very simple, you guys. Most important too, you don't want to overcook the biscuits. You don't want to manipulate them too much either when you're putting it together. We're gonna let this rest on there for a little bit too. Let this butter get all soaked in, and we'll go ahead and present it on the plate. Drizzle it with a little honey. Okay, you guys, stay tuned. Okay, we have to zoom in on this. Maple honey whip butter with cream cheese, buttermilk, biscuits. Enjoy. When I see who I truly am, others will see me. When I don't know what I stand for, others will make their own interpretations of who I am, and I will be who they say I am. Don't get lost in other people's descriptions. Let it be known gracefully and respectfully who you are.